I say, I read the book that says you never make a decision on the first time in. And by gosh, that's the book I'm going with.
Okay. I don't blame you. Look, anyone that makes a decision without careful consideration is probably going to make as many bad decisions as they make good decisions.
So one is mine.
But I will also tell you, there's a guy by the name of Colin Powell. You remember who he is? He was did a speaking tour after the first Gulf War, and he was in front of a group of business people. And he was asked a question about their preparations for their first engagement with the Iraqis. And the question was, how perfect were your plans? How well thought out were they? And he said, well, we thought them out to the best of our abilities. He said, but we pulled the trigger, no pun intended, without knowing all the variables, because whether it's in the military or in the business world, most of the worst decisions are no decisions at all, okay? But look, you've got a $22,000 decision on the plate here, and I understand your need to carefully consider it. Would 3 to 5 days be long enough for you to make this decision?
Mm-hmm. Yes, it would.
Okay. Well, look, whether it's 3 days, 5 days, or 35 days, could I share with you what our customers tell us that they are most concerned about? And maybe it'll help you make your decision, save you some time, maybe even save you some money.
Perfect.
Okay? Number one, because there is no such thing as a good deal on the wrong truck, okay? A good deal on the wrong car. The decision number one is the Fusion that you picked out, equipped just the way you said it had to be equipped in your first choice of color. Is the Fusion the right vehicle for you?
Perfect.
Number two, because you're going to buy a vehicle from us doesn't mean we'll never see you again. As a matter of fact, we hope we see an awful lot of you. We're definitely going to see you for your first oil and filter change because we're going to buy that one for you. Do you foresee any issues? Has anybody here giving you the impression we wouldn't do anything but bend over backwards to make this ownership experience spectacular for you?
Absolutely not.
So we're cool.
100%.
All right. And by the way, feel free to be brutally honest. Have I done my job?
Excellent job.
Look, if it's the right vehicle, we're the right place, and I've done my job. I got a feeling that there is some aspect of the budget that you want to think about.
Absolutely.
Okay? Would it be the monthly investment, the price, what we're buying your vehicle for? Which one of those are you going to spend the most time thinking about?
Absolutely the trade-in value.
Okay. The $4,500 that you feel that we're buying your vehicle for is the number that you would think most about. Let me tell you what I don't want you to do. I don't want you to tell me you're going to think about it and then go to another dealer. Because here's what a lot of people do. I mean, they go dealer to dealer to dealer, and guess what? They get exhausted. They get sick and tired of talking to car salespeople, and they end up making a bad decision just to get the decision out of the way. Don't do that. As far as your trade goes, when we walked around it, I told you it was a terrific vehicle, we wanted to buy it, right? I also asked you if you had paintless dent repair policy, and you said no. I asked if you had a service contract, you said no. I asked if you had cosmetic, and I asked you all those questions because I was looking for ways to make your vehicle worth more. Because what's a little paintless dent repair cost to fix now?
$70.
And we're going to have to do that about 10 times on your vehicle, right? All right? Remember how smart I told you were not to put new tires on the vehicle. Look, you could make this vehicle worth $6,000. I got a feeling if I offered you $6,000, you'd be tickled pink, right?
But Kelly Blue Book says it's worth.
Okay. I'm glad you brought up Kelly Blue Book. You probably looked at their little dial that's got the red and the green and worth between this, that, and the other. Did you happen to click on get your instant cash value?
No, I figured you could do that.
Okay, if I do that, all right, I'm going to promise you. In fact, I'll bet you, if I do that, and I'm not afraid to, because we'd be bringing in one of the biggest buyers of automobiles on the planet to bid against us. And I'll make you this deal. If Kelley Blue Book offers you more for the vehicle than we can pay you, we will give you that number. And if they don't, you'll be happy with the 4,500 and you'll take delivery today. Is that fair?
That's fair.
Okay, now do you guys know how to use the
Yeah.
Kelley Blue Book
Done it.
instant
I've done it.
cash value? And that thing's, it's the only thing I use anymore when it comes to trying to justify a trade. It's just so easy. Number one, it's the internet, not me. It's
Right.
not my manager telling him that the vehicle's worth X. It's the internet telling him the vehicle is worth X.
The internet never lies.
It helped us
The fact that
yesterday.
You bet on the fact and you say, okay, well, as soon as, if that's the case, we're gonna move forward on that. And you close it right there, because if KBB comes back.
And
less,
KBB is,
moving forward.
I think 1 out of every 100 cars I've done, KBB comes up with a number that might be 4,700, but I'm going to bet you that on a vehicle in this price range, KBB wouldn't offer more than $3,000 for it. I mean, it's a slam dunk. One of the things that I know I talked about last time, and I talk about all the time now, is look, the customers use the internet. Why don't we? Why don't we?
Absolutely.
But how did I get here? I got you to say, you look, what if he'd said, I'm just not sure about the Fusion? I'd stop right there and go, uh-oh. No sense of me going any further.
Right.
If he doesn't, if he's not sure about the vehicle, I've got to go back and either resell or switch. And believe me, I don't want to switch at this point in the process unless I absolutely have to. But the formula I use is going to be pretty much the same, whether it's wife, pray, think about it, shop. I'm going to go, hey, not a problem. I understand everybody should shop. And by the way, I'm sure you've done about 13 hours worth of shopping already, because I can say that now when I couldn't 5 years ago. But here's what people think about. Boom, 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 boom. Did I ever put any pressure?
No, sir.
And when I say, look, would 3 to 5 days be long enough, what do you think the customer's thinking at that point?
I got time.
They think they're leaving. They are not leaving. Now, they may be leaving, but they're not going to leave without another closing attempt. Okay? All right, we'll replay those and watch them, and then you guys can try them in just a second. Let's make sure we've touched everything here. Share the benefits of initial investment. Yeah, we've done that. Make suggestions. Do not ask for permission. What's that mean? In the middle of page 6. Make suggestions. Do not ask permission.
They'll give you a no answer.
Look, be confident. All right, present the numbers, ask them to buy. Handle the objections. Don't be going, would you mind if I looked into something else for you? No. Let's look at it this way. I tell you what, if you need a lower payment, we can do it 2 ways. Where are you most flexible? Cash you can put down or the payment amount?
Payment amount.
Okay, then I tell you what we're going to do. You said you could put down $2,000. So you want to stick with that, correct?
Correct.
All right. The only way to flex the payment is to see if you qualify for extended terms. This is why we can't throw 72 out on the first pencil. Okay? Not everybody qualifies for 66 or 72. I've got a feeling you just may. You hang tight while I go to work for you. Then I go see Gary. I say, Gary, I need 66 and 72. Then I come back, I high-five you. Your credit is stand up, my man. Do we want to make them feel good?
Right.
Yes. And we extend the term. That's the easiest way to do it, but again, you got to pencil the deal right in order to make that happen. If you're throwing 72 out there in the first, what do you got, 75 left?
84, 96.
Yeah, well,
You'll never see him again.
yeah, obviously, if you have to, you do whatever you need to do. You don't say, okay, what I want you to do is go home and make 12 more payments and then come back and see us, because they're going right up the road,
Fine.
okay?
Do you not show 72 months even if they're offering 0 for 72?
Well, why?
I'm just asking. I don't.
No, I want to save it. I want to use